Here's 47-31 as they go for 6 in a row. Big story, Dominique Wilkins. He had 42, Jim, against the Lakers, and he did it with a bad wrist.
Shot 16 for 30 from the field. That's the first time in the last 20 games he's been over 50%, but he has led the club in scoring in 18 of the 23 games that he's been a Clip.
And as you saw on the graphic, needs only 34 to become the 9th in NBA history to score 24,000 points. The way he's been going, that could happen tonight. And
he says he hasn't gotten his due respect. 12 years in the league, people have thought of him as a human highlight film and not a basketball player. He desperately wants a 3-year contract, and it may not be with the Clippers. Bobby Weiss coached him in Atlanta, and he would like to keep him around. He understands how he feels. It's been affecting his game on the court, Dominique says.
Warriors coming to tonight's game, leading the NBA in field goal percentage, second in the league in scoring at 107.3. They have been red hot. They've won 8 of their last 11, on a pace to be 49-35, which would be second best in 18 years. You recall they won 55 back in 91-92. Mark Jackson brings it across on the opening tip. The only thing here at stake for the LA Clippers is pride. Here's Dominique Wilkins with the first shot. Goes.
The
last few weeks.
Got a lot of confidence in it.
Ron Harper curls it into Outlaw. Charles Outlaw.
Which the Clippers wanted was Bob Martin making his first career start at the center position.
Here's Jackson off the steal. The no look to Wilkins on the fly.
Pretty routinely this year, except last time here it was an overtime loss.
Mullen. Let me give you some numbers on this guy. Assists, 2 rebounds against Portland.
You know, since that slow start, he has really picked it up and been very consistent, Mullen. In fact, doesn't he have more double-doubles this year than any other season?
He's just simply back to his old self right now. And no look, Weber, and Gatling couldn't put it down.
Looked like he was indecisive whether to dunk or lay it up and in.
Outlaw, the trailer. So we go end to end as the Clippers run. Outlaw, one of the top rebounders of the nation last year with Houston, University of. Here's Mullen. Tough pass in traffic, and Weber got free. How did he do it?
About Byron Houston, because it was shown in the films, did not throw a punch.
Off the bat, scramble, the tomahawk by Sprewell.
Steal by Weber at the other end, sets it up.
Sure.
Yeah, and not that kind of fashion. He saves those kinds of dunks till the 4th period.
That's been the pattern. 10-8 Clippers. Harper for 3. Ron Harper on his fingertips.
You could see it coming with Gatling. He should have gotten rid of the ball about 2 dribbles sooner.
Gatling tentative here, and Vaught puts it down. Nice pass. Don Nelson, not a happy guy. Now, great step by Sprewell, going for the jam. No call. Here's Harper.
Sprewell got fouled. Harper finishes.
Now here's Billy Owen. Weber looking for the baseline. Little finger roll won't go. Gatling keeps it alive. Stuffed by Harper. Puts it back down. He was determined to score.
Made sure.
Harper pops out. Sprewell hounds him. 10 on the shot. Harper pulls up. Laser shot.
Streaky shooter. San Diego Clippers.
There you go.
A couple of years there, then moved on to the Dallas Mavericks in 1980.
Comes around, goes around. Nice pass right on the mark from Billy Owens and Chris Webber.
These guys are good leapers. They hustled back on defense in that sequence. So he missed it because he put it up too high.
Oh, what a reverse jam by Webber with authority, with a purpose. 5, I should say, were dunks. Here's Ron Harper, guarded by Jeff Graham. He's done a nice job off the bench. Nice pass. And Vaught mistimed the putback. Then he gets it again. The 4 straight double-double snap before the Utah game, and he came within 1 rebound of that.
That's the thing. He's been playing so well against the top clubs in the league.
Oh, what a move by Wilkins. 1 for the highlight film. 23-18, the Clippers. Long pass down. Blocked by Weber. Down it goes to Sprewell. Sprewell ball fake. Gives to Mullen. Rolls it down. Oh, brother. Here's Chris Mullen, the open floor. The pull-up. Pretty. Warriors on a pace to be the NBA's most improved team, neck and neck with the Atlanta Hawks. Tough shot, falling away.
Could have gotten the foul and gone to the line. He was a defender. Mullen challenging Harper, even with the dribble left.
And Harper goes right to the hole with a little scoop shot.
And that's the risk of that when you go out.
Harper's favorite word is whatever. Remember that? Everybody keeps questioning him about next year.
Yes.
He put whatever. Oh, Mullen for 3. 6%. That's his first of the night. He's got 11. And the Warriors within 3. The defense by the Warriors is Outlaw with the double pump. Charles Outlaw making the most of this rare start. He's got 6 points. Known for his hustle and good rebounding, and there's a turnover by the Warriors. Wilkins shovels it off to Grant. Grant takes a look over his shoulder and takes it all the way.
The Warriors a little let down. Right now the Clips are playing so very well, shooting it so well.
Grayer.
I thought Gatling interfered with the ball. That ball had a chance to hit the rim, maybe even go in for Jeff Grayer.
No whistle as Chris Webber takes advantage. He's got 8. I agree with you. Clippers by 5. 4 seconds to go in the opening period. Harper, nice little flip back. Wilkins for 3. 10 in the quarter for Wilkins. Buzzer sounds. High scoring first quarter for the LA Clippers, and much concern for Don Nelson. And after 1 here in the Sports Arena, the Clippers 35, the Warriors 27. Now here's Sprewell. Every once in a while it's good because it shows patience and they look for that higher percentage shot, but in that case you're right, he probably should have let it fly as Owens gets it to go.
Good soft jumper, gets a little bit of the rim, the board. We say, hey, I do have a soft touch.
Maybe the man upstairs is on my side. 8 points for Owens, and Jackson can't do it. Rolls into the hand. Oh, Owens colliding with Dominique, and then Vaught with the slam. His nose is where it began when he woke up this morning. Jennings, ready.
What a great crossover in traffic.
And quickly back the other way. Again, the Warriors not getting back. Vaught from Jackson. And then off to Sacramento to finish off the regular season Sunday, April 24th on the Warriors Basketball Network at 6. And then, who knows? 60-48 Clippers, 1:50 to go in the half. Wilkins. You know, Jim, he's not a bad player. I think he's going to make it in this league.
What's amazing is when he came into the league, he was not a shooter at all. Not only is he now a pretty good shooter, but he has got tremendous three-point range. He's just made himself into a basketball player.
Got 15. He's 6 of 8 tonight from the field, including 2 threes. Avery Johnson with a lead feed. Weber.
Basketball game.
Avery Johnson off the bench for the 9th consecutive game after starting most of the season. Still leads the club in assists at 5.3 a game. Turnaround Wilkins again. 17 for Dominique. 9-time All-Star. 10th all-time scoring. 2nd among active. And he just keeps getting better. Sprewell explodes. Only his 2nd bucket. 7 straight points in 41 seconds like he did against Portland. Great defense. Smothering defense by the Warriors. And what a block by Harper. And then Grayer with the follow. And Grayer leads with 6.
Warriors have been down by as many as 14. And 16, in fact, to my count.
Avery Johnson off to Sprewell. Now here's Mullen with 8 on the shot clock.
Can they close it to within 8 or maybe 7?
Oh, what a pass by Billy Owens. Avery Johnson snapping in to make the field goal. 64-56 Clippers. 2 seconds. What's stolen by Owens? Launches from in front of the line. It is good. A three-pointer. It counts. Billy Owens off the steal, hits the 3, and he turns it into a 5-point game at the half.
How about that? They score with 3.3 to go. Billy just takes it away at half court. One-hand push, Bob Cousy style, banks it home. 64-59 at the half.
Don't play him in horse, and we'll be back. They've won 8 of their last 11. Oh, Harper. As mentioned way back, the Warriors need 1 win in their 2 remaining road games to finish with a winning record on the road, just the 2nd time in 18 years. So now it's 81-80 Warriors. Off Broadway, and he is still starting. Very popular here with the LA fans after 5 up and down years in New York. Chris Mullen, 19, 9 for 13 from the floor. Warriors by 3. Quick release, Dominique Wilkins does it again. He's got 25 on 11 for 16. Warriors with a 1-point edge. 2 minutes to go in the third. Weber again from the outside. That's 3 from fairly deep. Airports.
Not just kids either, grown-ups alike.
I saw you wearing a number 4 the other day. Here's Lloyd Boyd.
Listen, don't stretch your forces, okay?
Spencer. Good fortitude by Elmore Spencer. He's got 8. Tied at 86. 3.
2 for 13.
For 3.
3 for 14 with a big 3, which might get him going.
And he has been able to rest Latrell Sprewell in this game. Warriors by 3, 36 seconds in the third. Ball away. Tough shot by Mullen. 5-second differential on the shot clock. Time running out. 3 seconds. Mullen, very tough shot. Oh, brother! What a shot by Chris Mullen. You thought that previous one was tough. How about that one? And the Warriors' biggest lead, 5. 3-point attempt. Time running out. Buzzer sounds. So the Warriors again coming through toward the end of a period. This time courtesy of Chris Mullen. And at the 3, heading into the 4th. Warriors 93, Clippers 88. 93-88, their largest lead of the night.
You did say 32-1. Is that correct?
That's quite a mark.
Let's see if they can play from ahead. They've been coming from behind lately.
The feathery touch of Big Elmore Spencer. John Williams.
Game, but the Warriors keep fighting back.
Don Nelson claiming that Elmore Spencer is in the illegal defense.
He was down below
briefly
the free throw line.
Houston gets the roll.
Strong move inside. May have gotten to the line on that play. There was a lot of body on it.
So the Warriors by 5. First field goal for Houston. Harper from the angle, air ball. Rejected. Houston and Owens combining. Here's Jennings now. Goes to Owens. Little head fake. Slips through between the legs. Flips it back to Mullen, putting on a show. Jennings for 3. And Elmore Spencer captures it.
That's the one Jennings has to take, Bill.
He's the best 3-point shooter on the team at 39%. And Harper gets it to go, plus he's pumped by Owens. Julius Irving. That's pretty high praise. 97-95, Golden State.
And pretty premature praise.
Yeah, of course. You know how people have a tendency to exaggerate. Here's Mullen.
Getting the ball.
And here's Sprewell. Gives it off to Jennings.
Keep wondering how long Sprewell will wait if he's going to explode again tonight.
Sprewell with a season-high 11 assists, meanwhile, in Houston.
With a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy. You wouldn't know it's the twilight of their season.
And it counts. Billy Owens.
Give him credit.
So the Warriors by 2. 7:18 remaining. Hard pass, and Ellis again.
He's been their go-to guy. They ran that play strictly for Harold Ellis.
Well, his nickname is Easy, but life has been anything but easy for Harold Ellis. Some outstanding pass work, and Houston again with Spencer taking a flyer. Byron Houston just forcing it in, and the Warriors by 2. And the liberal officiating continues. Nice give back, Williams. Ellis that time couldn't hit. Here comes Chris Mullen. Off to Sprewell. Sprewell had it stripped from behind by Grant. Great play by Grant. As Sprewell standing defensive play by Grant. Harold Ellis was being shoved out of there by Latrell Sprewell. Oh, underneath. Too easily done to Dominique Wilkins. So Dominique now with 27. Weber from the outside, tied at 107, midway through the 4th. And the foul. Harold Ellis again.
And they're making him an all-star.
Lead with his coach to put him in as a senior. And then he went on to become a star. Warriors standing around. Grant. Clippers lead it 111-107. 5:48 to go in the 4th. The Warriors hitting a low. Billy Owens, uncontested. Billy Owens now with 20.
Harold Ellis, all 14 in the fourth period. Had not scored in the first three.
And Grant hits again. Gary Grant taking over. He's got 10. So it's been the Ellis-Grant show. The Clippers by 4. 113-109. 5:15 to go. Here's Owens with Grant going for the steal. Gets it out to Jennings. He finds Spree for three. Not there, but Weber with position. Puts it
That
up.
was 14 in the fourth.
Vaught with his fourth, and Weber to the line. Now 2 for 3. Harold Ellis putting on quite a display here in the fourth period. Nevertheless, 113-110 Clippers. 5:06. Weber hits 2 clutch free throws. He's 3 of 4 and has 19. Here's your story. Clippers by 2. It's been tight throughout except for one stage. And now look at Keith Jennings battling with Grant. Jump ball.
Turnover number 22 for the Clips tonight.
They're one of the worst in the league at 18 a game, and there you see it.
But they have the 2-point lead.
Good shooting by the Clippers. Weber's there for the follow.
A double bounce on the rim. The Clips took themselves off the defensive board with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy. You wouldn't know it's the twilight of their season.
And it counts. Billy Owens. Billy Owens with 22. Loy Vaught with the foul, his fifth.
Once again, Weber feeding inside. Vaught did not hold on tight enough to Billy O.
Billy Owens also has 7 assists, which is just a couple shy of his season high. He's 3 for 4 from the line. Too strongly, he threw that one up. You can see it as soon as he released it. What are the Warriors at the line here tonight? Not too good. 56%.
9 for 16.
Tied at 115. 2:45 remaining. Around the perimeter. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Grant. Whips it over to Wilkins. Quick release. High arc. But Spencer there for the putback. Elmore Spencer with position inside. He's got. But the Clippers regain the lead by 2. Owens off to Weber. Didn't expect it out of bounds. And Ron Garrison needs help going to the Clippers. Ken Maurer says Clipper ball. Off Weber.
Yeah, looked like Chris Weber was not ready to catch the ball. Late pass by Billy Owens. Now they're not getting back on D.
Ron Harper twisting up.
Nelly's going to use one of his 3 remaining timeouts.
Harper has 30. Here we go. 2 minutes.
Maybe you might want to find Mullen. Run his number.
Weber.
You'd find Weber.
Well, take your pick of Chris's, actually.
Weber's 10 for 14. Mullen's 13 for 18. So pretty good choices.
Weber has 23 points.
But again, it's going to come down to defense, it seems like. Can the Warriors stop the Clips?
And Dominique. They cannot stop Wilkins. He's got 29 points, 5 away from 24,000 on the career. 121-117, the Clippers. 135 remaining. Sprewell looking to get on track late. Won't happen. Spencer. We're going to have a jump ball. Oh, brother. So it's the Clippers by 2, 4:56. 5-7 Keith Jennings against 6'3 Gary Grant.
Look at the defensive lineup. Nobody in the forecourt for Golden State. And that's the way he should line up.
So an easy tip for the Clippers. Here's Grant. Backs in on the much smaller Jennings point for the steal. And the foul. Well, Jim, this is Mullen's first visit to the line tonight. He's missed only 5 of 18 shots from the field. 2 critical free throws. He's got 30, and the Warriors down 121-119. Minute 22. Grant being pressured, hounded by Jennings. Grant is pushing Jennings away. Grant. No! Rebounded by Weber. Here comes Jennings. Warriors just trying to steady it down. Over goes to Sprewell, looking for the tie or the lead.
I would try to find Mullen if somebody could give him a screen on the weak side.
1 minute left. Spinning Weber inside for the layup. What a move at the baseline by Weber. Comes away smiling, tied at 121.
2 big hoops.
Big time move
by Weber. Last 2 field goals by the Warriors. He's converted.
He's got 25, 11 for 15, 11 rebounds. 40 seconds left.
Mullen's going to need help from Spree. He comes. That's offensive on Harper.
Yes. Ron Harper sending Mullen to the stanchion.
in the next 7 or 8 seconds, and maybe it'd be fairly quick. It looks like they're going to go with that strategy.
Indeed. Sprewell can't hit. And boxing out nicely was Voigt.
I still like the strategy. You see, they're going to get a timeout now, the Clips will. But the Warriors will still get the last shot of the game.
And there are the numbers on Latrell Sprewell.
Interesting choice, though. They've got a lot of confidence in him. 3 for 17. They give him the clutch shot. Got to play D now.
Tied at 121. 22 seconds.
No fouls. Keep him on the perimeter. No fouls.
Shot clock down to 7. Here's Harper. Harper goes baseline, puts up a twister. No. Tipped up. No. Rebounded by Weber. 8 seconds to go. Warriors for the win. Tied at 121. Jennings. It is no good. Taken by Owens. And that'll do it as the buzzer sounds. Couldn't get the shot off. We're going in overtime again.
Second time here in a row at the Sports Arena.
3 of the Warriors' last 5 road games, in fact, against the Clippers have gone into overtime. And here we go again.
Kenny Mauer says someone has to get up on the line.
And the Warriors control. Billy Owens protects and brings it across.
How about that for a defensive lineup?
Owens puts it up and in. Plus the foul. Got a friendly roll, and it's on Loy Voigt by Billy Owens to set up a chance for a three-point play. Voigt fouls out with 16. Outlaws back.
They take their best rebounder out of the game in Loy Voigt. Spencer's playing with 5 fouls.
So Owens now 4 of 6 from the line, and the Warriors in the lead. 124-121. 20 seconds gone by in the overtime. Here's Spencer. Rebounded by Weber.
Got to work on to get Spencer out of the game. Voigt with 10 rebounds. Spencer with 10. Vaught's gone. Now just get that other big guy out.
Billy Owens behind the back. Lost the ball. And the entanglement, Owens with the foul. That's his 5th.
The problem is you don't want to pick up your 5th foul. You got 4:20 to go in this period. Who's not to say that it'll go to double overtime?
So he's going to have to milk this for all it's worth, and he's having a terrific game. 25 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Warriors by 3.
They take Billy Owens and put him on outlaw. They have Mullen on Dominique, but they switched on this play.
On Harper. This is Spencer. That's the same play as before. And it's blocked by Weber. Taken by Jennings. Being trailed by Grant. Jennings racing to the front court. Gives it off to Mullen. Mullen down to Weber. Weber. Quick pass to Owens. Couldn't hit. More frustration in the face of Billy Owens. The turnover. Weber grabbed by Spencer in the backcourt for the foul.
50 pounds in the offseason. Can you imagine what he looked like before?
But they just lost close to 600 pounds in Voigt and Spencer. Here's Jennings for 3. And Outlaw soars for the rebound. Warriors by 3 points. 3:25 to go in overtime. Ron Harper.
Weber's got to get up. He does.
8 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Going glass. John Williams, his first field goal of the ball game.
Weber had to switch out on Harper. Harper waited, made a decisive little play. Nice pass inside. Sprewell didn't have a chance, but Williams was in the lane for about 5 seconds.
Warriors by 1. Under 3 minutes in 02. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Sprewell. Over Harper. Just not clicking for Latrell Sprewell tonight.
Not his night.
Sprewell now 3 for 19. Dominique Wilkins with Chris Weber. Spins on Weber. Loses to Owens, but they're calling a foul on Weber, not Owens. Dominique Wilkins needs 5 more to hit that milestone of 24,000. Misses a crucial foul shot. They're all critical now. Warriors by 1 as Dominique looks to tie.
Don Nelson's perspiring a little bit. You could see it through the shirt.
Extremely warm here at the Sports Arena in L.A.
I could say that Don has already lost the tie, but he never brought it out to begin with tonight.
He might lose a few pounds tonight, too, the way this heat is. 124 all. 2.5 minutes to go in overtime. Warriors in deliberate fashion. Ball deflected out of bounds. Jennings inbound. Gets it into Mullen. What a play! Chris Mullen extending his season high to 32. And the Warriors by 2.
Just about to say that Mullen hadn't touched the ball and hadn't taken a shot in this entire overtime, and not really in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Mullen 14 for 19, but that was a beautiful setup from Keith Jennings. Less than 2 minutes at OT. Harper stumbling. Wilkins is there. Dominique Wilkins with 32. So he and Mullen going eye to eye. Tied at 126.
Mullen trying to hear the play call.
Grant nearly snatched it. Here's Sprewell. Latrell Sprewell digs in. Puts it up and in. What a play! Plus the foul.
Look at the fans here at the Sports Arena cheering that move. It's like they were waiting for him to erupt.
Here it is again.
Zigzag, pick it up, and squiggle through. Just made that one up.
Squiggle, huh? New basketball term for the Golden State Warriors because of their entertaining fashion. Sprewell, though, throws up a shank, and it's 128-126. Warriors by 2 with a minute 32 to go in OT. Dominique Wilkins is too shy of 24,000, 23,998. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Harper. Harper steps right on Sprewell, loses 3. Owens taps it into the corner. Chased down by Jennings, but leaping into the crowd. Was he pushed out? Warriors by 4, 15 seconds. Oh, it's good! He's done it again! 132-131 Warriors. 10 seconds to go.
Look who's got the ball.
And he's fouled. Jennings fouled by Grant. You gotta be kidding. He's 4 for 4. On the line.
You know, it's amazing, too. The Warriors had a foul to give Steve. They didn't do it. Didn't get time to say that. But Jennings, look at this. Look what Harper did.
He pushed off. What's that all about?
Now you talk about distraction.
Man. Look at Don Nelson. He's out to half court arguing with Ken Mauer about that.
And Ron Harper laughing about it. That's going to be a T.
Again, it doesn't stop Jennings. Timeout Clippers, but it's a 3-point game. Goodness. See a little bit of everything here tonight.
Well, it's a 3-point game, and Dominique has long range. He did it just a moment ago. I want to make a point about this. Watch Sprewell jump at Dominique. Did not get him, but Dominique had a chance maybe to make a 4-point play. Last night, the Houston Rockets converted 2 4-point plays. One by Vernon Maxwell, one by Kenny Smith. First time in NBA history 2 guys have ever done that in one game. Well, Dominique was looking at it right there.
That could have tied it up had that occurred. Instead, now, after Keith Jennings' 2 free throws, it's the Warriors by 3. And let's see. Here he gets pushed off by Ron Harper, Jim.
This is remarkable to me. I cannot believe that the officials let that occur in between free throws.
Gets a chance to shoot a 3. Into the ball game now is Randy Woods, who's a 33% 3-point shooter. Warriors by 3, 7.2 in overtime. Grant ducks in, puts it up, in and out. Back up by Woods. 2 seconds to go. Dominique, no, and the Warriors win. Dominique to tie, it wouldn't go. And this one goes down to the last split second. And finally, Don Nelson can let out a smile. Wild finish here in Los Angeles as the Warriors win the season series over the Clippers 4-1. Bob White's not in the talkative mood right now as the Warriors tie their longest winning streak of the year at 6 and raise their record to 48-31. Final score in overtime. The Warriors 134, the Clippers 131.